Now, the applications, the way that people use GPS varies widely. You and I probably use GPS all the time, right? I have it on my phone, and so with my phone, I'm able to figure out where things are and how to get from here to there. I use Google Maps because I'm an Android guy, but we use it for that. We figure out where the closest restaurant is, and other ways that our phones use that. If we were avid hikers, maybe you actually have a hiking GPS receiver, and it will tell you information about where your trail is heading and how to follow that trail, where your location is. Though it's going to be kind of our more hobbyist way of using them. However, industry uses these a lot as well. So one way is through agriculture. I actually have a neighbor that has a field that they grow crops to feed to their dairy cows. Um, each year, as they're going out and re-plowing that field, they actually have a GPS receiver right there on the tractor. And they use that to make sure that everything is level and standardized in very big agricultural settings. They also use GPS for running the tractor back and forth. If you have thousands of acres and you are just going to be running either planting or harvesting that field, you can set up a GPS receiver to go through and track all of that. When they start to combine it with other technologies like imagery, they can start to see where the healthier plants are and other things like that. So a lot used in agriculture. A survey is going to be another one, right? So surveyors will go out, and a lot of times they'll find markers that are on the ground or other ways that they can figure out where things are. But sometimes there's no benchmark. There's no way to kind of establish a monument. And so they have to start a new one. A lot of times you'll see this in very large areas where they are using, where it's maybe undeveloped. And so what they will do is they'll go out with a very large antenna and their GPS receiver, and they'll set up their tripod right over a specific spot and get a very accurate X, Y, and Z, right? So coordinates and elevation for that specific spot. And they can give very accurate information, mainly because of the size of the antenna that's there. Right? Research uses GPS as well. Right? Whether it is the anthropologist figuring out where they find some artifacts, or if it's going to be a seismologist trying to figure out how the earth is moving and shaking, a lot of GPS is used everywhere in research. So there's a lot of different applications. I invite you to continue to explore some of those different applications of GPS. And so GPS is out there and GPS is available for us to use. A lot of us have incorporated it into our life. Really, we're just listening to the sky to figure out which direction we should go or what we should do. And I hope that you've enjoyed and understand a little bit more about GPS as a result of what we've been able to talk about and share as we've gone through.